Well, it's official. The first candidate in the race to replace Andrea Horwath as NDP leader is out of the gates. Toronto MPP Marit Stiles announced her leadership bid today. And if she wins, she says she's going to take on the Ford government after the opposition party lost almost a quarter of their seats in June's provincial elections.
Today I'm launching my campaign to lead the Ontario NDP.
The NDP's education critic Marit Stiles launching her campaign among supporters in her Toronto Davenport riding this afternoon. NDP! NDP! Her speech taking aim at the Ford government's education and healthcare policies.
We can have a government that builds public health care instead of breaking it down.
The bid comes 4 months after Andrea Horwath resigned. She led the party for 13 years and stepped down on election night after disappointing results, losing 9 seats. The election also setting a record for the lowest voter turnout in an Ontario provincial election.
We can turn around that hopelessness that people feel and inspire them to join us.
Political experts tell us Stiles' experience as education critic has raised her profile, especially during the pandemic with so much focus on and controversy in the education sector.
As the voice of the party on education issues has been on screen, on the airwaves, in print a lot. So this has helped her visibility. Having profile, having visibility goes a long way towards establishing that credibility as a premier in waiting.
I think she was very effective against Mr. Lecce as education critic.
The Ontario PC party was quick to put out a statement about the bid, writing in part, with Marit Stiles launching her campaign to become the leader of the NDP, Ontarians are getting more of the same. Throughout her time as the MPP for Davenport, Marit Stiles has only said no.
She's a very tough person who can go toe-to-toe with Mr. Ford.
Meanwhile, the Ontario Liberals don't have an obvious frontrunner as of yet. They, too, lost their leader, Stephen Del Duca, on election night after another crushing defeat for the party, gaining only 1 seat for a total of 8 and falling short once again of official party status. There's no contest yet to replace interim leader John Fraser.
The 2 opposition parties have excellent prospects in the next election, and it has nothing to do, to some extent, with them. It has to do with the fact that the Ford government will have been in power for 8 years.
And MPP Peter Tabuns has been interim leader of the New Democrats since the end of June. Candidates have until December 2nd to join the race for NDP leader. A winner will be announced on March 2nd. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.